I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Talking Dicks. This is the Big 7-0, Volume 7-0. That's episode 7-0.
Yeah, man.
I'm Al Ducharme. That's right. I'm Al Ducharme in Studio City, California. And that, ladies and gentlemen, right there is the one and only Al Romas. Al, where are you today? You're in the state of Florida?
I'm still in Punta Gorda from the last podcast and finishing up the week tonight. You'll notice I didn't have a Two Dicks merch for my Friday show. I went over to Macy's. I did a little shopping at the mall, and I picked up a mug and a T-shirt. So I'm all set for the...
wow.
Yeah.
We finally made it into Macy's.
Yeah, they're right next to the Liz Claiborne area where it says Two Dicks. And I picked up a mug, and I took a couple of photos.
Right next to the two-sided belt, so you can have the brown and the black all in one.
Yeah, African-American, sir. How dare you? Yeah, so I'm finishing up my week. One show a night. It's been good. It's been good.
Yeah.
Our friend and first fan came out on Wednesday night.
Deborah Swicky.
Deb Swick and Terry, and she brought the fam, and it was fun. Good show, smaller crowd, but good crowd, lively. Had fun with them. They were celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. Can you believe that? 25 years.
Really? The big quarter, huh?
25 years, and so I was doing some marriage jokes, and then I gave them a shout out. I go, oh, my friends back there have 25 years married, and the audience applauded. And then I said something like, how did you guys meet? How did you meet? And Deb goes, the neighbor lady said there was a fella that she should meet. And that's how Deb met Terry. It was a fella. Just a guy.
It was a fella.
Deb, go meet that fella. And she did. And look at that. 25 years later, they have a family. They're at Dasani.
Well, congratulations,
always
Deb.
great. Always great to see them. Good people.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. They always come out. Always come out of the closet to see me do my
A lot of the fellas come out of the closet to see you. It was nice to see a gal.
It was. And then the other guy came out last night, Tom, who I forget his last name.
Our New England guy.
And I was talking to somebody, and I saw him kind of, if he's listening, I saw him hovering near the bar. I think he wanted to come over and say hi, and then I was talking to somebody, and they were like rattling on. They were from Long Island. It was the whole thing. And then when I turned back to the bar, Tom was gone. So if he's listening, I would have loved to talk to you, say hi, but this girl from Farmingdale was just prattling on and on.
Well, those
and on.
Farmingdale girls, that's Farmingdale, New York, by the way, out on Long Island. Those Farmingdale girls, they like to chat it up. They do. They have a couple of cocktails. They see my boy here slinging into jokes. You make them laugh. You make the girls laugh. They want to chat it up.
I make them cry. Usually I make them cry, so it's better to make them laugh. This was a first.
You have made a few girls cry.
She didn't start weeping at the end. I was like, yes, I'm getting better. But then I looked and old Tom was gone, so sorry, Tom.
Hey,
Thanks for coming out.
We have a bad signal with you right now. You're kind of like fading in and out. Are you on hotel Wi-Fi or are you doing LTE?
I'm on hotel Wi-Fi.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Is this the same room you had the other day?
Same room, same setup, same desk.
Really?
Everything's the same. Maybe the handheld? Maybe because I'm holding the hand?
No, it's your visual. I think what happened is that the hotel full now because it's Thanksgiving weekend?
I don't know, Alfred. I didn't knock on each door and check, but...
what I'm saying is there could be a lot of people on the Wi-Fi eating up the bandwidth.
There could be.
Whereas the other day, it was a weekday, maybe you were the only one.
Yeah. It's possible. I don't know these answers. I can't answer this for you.
Well, I'm trying to troubleshoot on the fly here because it's not fair to our Patreon members who get to see the video, but then you're all blurred.
Is it blurry?
Unless they're drunk, then they wouldn't know the difference.
My picture, it looks fine for me. I'm looking at myself in the thing. It looks fine.
Well, I've got you on Ethernet, so you're hardwired into my computer.
I'm hard, all right.
Yeah.
Believe me. I'm hard as a goddamn rock.
Did you hear that, ladies?
Been a long day. Ladies, I'm at the Wyvern, 302. By now I'll be home. Screw it.
Screw it. So
Yeah.
again, you're performing live, and why you're going with the handheld right now? But your microphone, which usually sits out in front of you, and it looks much bigger. But when you hold it up to your mouth, you look like President Bush sitting at his little desk. Did you see his little desk? It became memes.
You mean? I believe you mean Trump, sir. I don't know what year you're in.
What did I say?
President Bush.
Did I say Bush?
You went back 10 years.
Oh my God!
Wow, you had President McKinley was at his little desk. It's weird. Did you see that picture? No. What are you talking about?
President Lincoln was shot.
That's how Lincoln got it.
That's how he got it. I'm sorry.
Remember that old joke?
When
that
President Trump was sitting at his little desk, it was silly because he's a big fella.
Oh yeah. Why did he do that? Why would they do that?
Who made that choice?
I don't. Hey, we have this tiny child's desk. You sit there, and then he's supposed to be signing something, and someone zoomed in. He's not. There's no pen. His hand's empty. He's like this.
He's doing that on
with an
purpose.
empty
He's
hand.
got to be doing that on purpose to drive us nuts.
Well, it's working, but yeah. And then the memes have gone crazy. Have you seen
When he was
the memes
when he was in the hospital,
taken-
when he was in the hospital, he was signing paperwork, and we zoomed in, and there was no letter, there was no type on it. There's nothing. He's a pretty good actor. That guy. I got to give.
Yeah.
They say give yourself business when you're doing plays or you're doing even on camera. If the actor has business to do, it makes it easier and more natural, and that's what Trump is doing. He's got his techniques. I can appreciate it.
That's like in the Ocean's 11, 12, 13, those movies, Brad Pitt is always eating.
He's eating constantly. He's
always eating something.
Falling out of his mouth, and he's...
And then I was looking at Moneyball the other night. I like that movie, Moneyball.
Yeah, good
and
movie.
he does it in that, too.
Yeah.
He's constantly got a snack or something. That's his thing. He likes to eat food and then cry at a box. What's in the box?
He likes to eat the box as well.
What's it? Hey, now. There it is. Bing. Episode 70. Blue 70. Blue 70.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's
What do you think's in the box?
Come on,
in the middle of the
it's
desert.
your fiance.
You got a serial killer.
It's your
here. You know what's in the
fiance's
box.
head. Spoiler alert! Spoiler
shit.
alert!
I hadn't seen the film. All right, great. Never saw the film.
What?
Just saw the scene.
What?
No, I've seen the film.
Okay,
I don't really care for it. I'll be honest. It's
disturbing.
It's good, but
it's
not-
disturbing. It's dark.
Yeah,
It's very.
It's too much.
It's shot like it's shot during a thunderstorm constantly. It's like when I was in the theater and saw it, I thought, "Is there something wrong with the projector?" I didn't know what it was. This is, digital, whatever it is. I didn't
Turn the lights on.
Yeah, it was. Hey, what do you think of the new lighting? I got one of those ring lights over here. Look. Ah! Oh wait, your face is in the way. Hold on. Let's cut you out for a second. Ah!
Oh,
So this
impressive.
it's a
Looks like a dentist's office.
Yeah, it is. I love my new setup. My microphone is right here. Boop.
Yeah.
Got that working,
Yeah.
and I've got you are on my laptop, which is on this is all on one stand with four wheels, and it looks like a creature, and it's got the mic, the camera, everyth's organized, all the wires are organized. I love it.
32 people just clicked off.
True.
Oh no, he's describing his studio again. I'm out of here.
All right. But we do have some naked people on the show today. So if you're listening to this, we're going to have a nudist come on, and we're going to interview her about why she lives in a nudist colony. And
Why not? Why not live in a nudist colony? Is the question,
that's the
really?
question.
Did you ever do comedy in a nudist colony?
I
you ever
have
done that?
performed in a comedy club during the day for nude crowds twice. I did them twice.
No colony. I went to the colony and did a show.
Yeah, I didn't perform there. No,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. If you're
They were sitting on towels and they were eating food.
Yeah.
and cutting-
Why do you have to wait till you're in your 70s to decide that you want to go free?
Because you in your whole life you wanted it, but then you turn 70 and go, you know what? Fuck it. I want to be naked.
No, I understand
I wanna
that
be
part. But when they first said, "Hey, we're going to pay you some decent money to perform for a nude audience. It's a nudist colony, and they want to." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not getting undressed." No, you can wear your clothes, or you don't have to, but you know. and you're going to perform for them. And mine went well, and that's the reason why I did the second one. And they were like 2:00 in the afternoon, and they had to tape off all the windows in front of the club, so nobody could see.
See you? Nobody could see the comedian?
The naked people.
Oh, the naked people.
Because they would wait in the lobby before they went into the showroom, so they blocked all the windows off, and then they all.
I drove into.
They all
the
dropped
colony.
trow. Yeah.
I drove into the colony, and there was an old couple jogging.
Oh.
And they just had their sneakers on.
No.
And I swear to God, I pulled over and stopped, and I was going to make a U-turn. I was like, but I need the yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That would have been a U-turn for me.
Yeah, it was. But I was like, yeah, it's pretty good money. Maybe
the money's
I went in and...
the money's fine. I will say my audience, they were all sitting at tables. There was no jogging. A couple people got up to use the restroom, which is kind of weird because do they drip dry? What do they do? What's their procedure because we usually have your clothes on, you shake it a little bit, and that's why we wear underwear. Your underwear will catch any of that stuff.
Oh, we're learning things now. This is why, huh? Okay. El Ducharme.
This is why our numbers have jumped 500 or 600% in the last.
You wear
2
underwear,
weeks.
and it'll prevent dripping. I had a good laugh on when there was a table of 6 women came in late and sat down fully nude, and I said, "Well, we know you weren't, deciding what to fucking wear." You know what I mean? Nice chuckle. Anger.
I said, I am not going to get any material from this group. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always say, I bet you get a lot of material. No,
there's zero.
I'll block this shit. It'll be gone from my mind the minute I leave. You're saying disgusting
if
people.
they were like, 25-year-old hot chicks,
Yeah, that's illegal. I don't think that's legal to do a show in front of 25-year-old hot naked chicks. But once they get to 70...
legal.
You can perform. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, you're saying that it's age discrimination?
Yes, completely. Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for
questions.
This is on our Instagram page usually, sometimes on the Facebook, but we hate Facebook, so we stick it with the Instagram. Questions. You ask, we answer. Usually the next show. So jump on, ask us a question. Anything goes. We don't give a shit what you ask. We'll answer it as best we can. This question comes. This is a pretty good one, and it's interesting. Who's the guy at the end with the guitar? At the end of our episodes, we have that guitar player.
Kelly?
It's Kenny Moore.
Kenny Moore, I'm sorry. Kenny Moore. And that's probably from the 80s, would you say?
Yes, I would say that because I started comedy in the early 90s, and that was already circulating.
Yeah, we were
among
on
VHS.
On
VHS.
So everybody...
You got to see this.
Well, a friend of ours, a comedian friend of ours, very funny, Mike Donovan, out of the Boston comedy scene.
Yes.
He would before the Jerky Boys, he would make audio, and then he got into the VHS, and he started making these. He would grab these clips. I don't know. He'd go to the library. He had a VCR. He had a whole setup where he would just spend months making these little libraries of very funny videos. Some of them were all tragedies, like news tragedies back to back, where reporters are telling the news, and all of a sudden a train derails behind them or something. So he started
like Faces of Death.
Yes, he was doing Faces of Death and all that stuff. But it was, and the comedians would just pass it around. So Tom Cotter was always like, "Hey, I got one," because Mike Donovan lived upstairs from him. He goes, "I got one. Come on over. We'll smoke some pot and watch it." I'm like, "Okay." So
all right, sounds like a good afternoon. But Kenny Moore, he's I guess Texas guy, and he was playing the guitar and he got heckled and he didn't care for it, and the guy gets up. I mean, nowadays we'd have every angle of it. Everybody would have their phone and would have seen it, but Kenny had enough of this guy. I like when Kenny puts the pick back in the guitar. Like he wants to make sure
he says
the guitar's broken.
Yeah,
it's destroyed. Yeah. And he puts the pick back in because
And he says, "Okay, folks, show's over."
You saw some he came at me and somebody didn't like the way that he handled it.
Right.
Really, he just cracked the guy.
Are you with me, folks? No.
No. All right, sure.
It is funny. You hear somebody yell out, "Call security!"
I Googled him. I Googled Kenny, and he left the business not long after that.
I would expect that. Yeah. I would have expected that, definitely.
He's a hero of comedian. He should do a tour or something and let comedians. I would love to meet him and get a photo.
But
that'd be awesome.
What about his retort to the heckle when he's up there trying to play and he's being heckled, and he does that, which is a stock line. Now, did he coin the expression, "Hey, I don't go to the bus station where you work and slap the dick out of your mouth"? Because
I'm thinking that was a line that goes back to like vaudeville, version of that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the standard issue heckle line.
Yeah, it went from being a stock joke. Remember what they used to call hack lines stock jokes? Oh, that's stock. Like, where you from? Yeah. Where are you folks from? Wow, it's a big night out for you. Ooh. But I think that was a stock line, and then anybody new in the business who started hosting shows and trying to handle crowds that they didn't know how to do crowd work, they would whip one of those lines out. Hey, I don't go down to McDonald's and grab the spatula out of your hand and start flipping burgers, do I? You know?
Right. It's funny how people, though, who don't know anything about comedy love those lines.
Yeah.
And I years ago, I would have a show and I'd be heckled, and then I would handle it myself, dealing with it myself. And you'd have some club owner go, you could have laid down a couple of heckler lines on them. Like, no, that's not the thing to do.
Some of them are still funny, though. But I agree with you 100%. That's just it.
You don't do it, you can't.
When you're starting out, there's a lot of comics, they start getting paid work, and they have to have the time. So here's somebody they got like a funny 5 minutes to 8 minutes. They make the club owner laugh, and he goes, "All right, you're hired. You're going to host. You're going to end up doing 20, 25 minutes on the weekend. You open up with 10 minutes, and then you do 10 minutes in between." But they don't have enough time. So they start...
You just described my act. That's me.
Well, they start, using these as crutches, So,
right.
And then when they start finding their own way, the good comedians will develop their own act. They'll wean themselves from that, and they never do them again. But I cringe when I hear them now.
Well, it's shocking in 2020 to still.
You heard one you said a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I heard the watch one. The couple was late, and the guy said, "Can I get you something like a watch?" And the audience laughed, and I'm like,
because it's the first time they've heard it. You and I,
well, how can it be?
Heard these dozens of times, 25, 30 years ago. Excuse me.
Even if I didn't, I wouldn't laugh because I know that's not original. There's no way that's you know what I mean? That guy didn't. I hate when. Do you remember this one? The line ready to go.
I do my act like you have sex alone. Remember that one? Well, come on, let's throw some of these hacky stock lines. What were they? I don't. Well, the McDonald's joke is done on various versions. Give me another version.
The bus station. I don't go to the bus station and slap the dicks out of your mouth, while you're working. It's the same. The McDonald's, the watch, the dickhead. What was the one? Dickhead. If I wanted to, I would have wore a condom on my head. If I wanted, something. If I wanted to see a dickhead, I would have wore a condom.
No,
Is that one?
No, that's not one.
No. I'm making up.
Hey, sir, what's your name? John. How does it feel to be named after a room? Come on.
Ooh.
Yes. Come on.
That's terrible.
You can think of some more.
No, I don't know. I can't.
I put you on the spot. Yeah.
I know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Pressure. I got to work tonight. God damn it. Yeah, I don't have stock lines. Thank you. I don't have them.
I want you to do some research. I want you to get 3 or 4 stock lines. I'll do the same, and then we're going to do them on the next podcast.
All right.
There you go. Anything else to cover before we depart?
Let me see. No, I did my shows. I am working next weekend, but it's falling apart as we speak because it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Sarasota. Now the Sunday's already canceled. And the Friday, Saturday's one show a night, but I don't know. The girl last night from Farmingdale, the chatty girl, was from Sarasota. And she said she was going to that club. I don't want to name it, but she goes, they were closed. so she drove another 40 minutes to Visani. So that doesn't look good for Saturday. Friday. So whatever it was. So I don't know. Maybe I'm at McCurdy's in Sarasota next weekend, and maybe I'm not. We'll see what happens.
As you know, the state of California, our Governor Newsom told us all we have to be in bed and asleep by 10 p.m.
Yeah, you're on all sorts of secret probation curfews, stay home, But we're not. Florida is pandemic free. We're wide open. We recommend anyone come to Florida and enjoy our beaches. And there's a tiki bar across from the hotel. And I took a look at it last night, and it was at least 3 deep from the bar. 3 deep. From the bar, not a mask in sight. Not one mask in sight. I was 100 feet from the third, and I just went, nope, and I made the turn. But they were, to them it was 2018 or 2019 on Friday night.
It's a global hoax.
Well, that's right.
That's what it is. It's a global hoax.
I saw Ted Cruz said the day after the election it'll end, and you'll never hear about it again.
I heard that from more than one person.
I used Ted Cruz on that. I used Ted as an example.
Speaking of which, Ted Cruz will be on the program on what day? On Friday.
Volume 72. We'll be bringing Ted in. We're going to tell him his wife is ugly and his father killed Kennedy and see what he says.
There it is.
Because that doesn't bother him. Supposedly that doesn't. Remember, Trump said the wife's ugly and the father was involved with the Kennedy assassination, and that's pretty good for Ted. He doesn't really care.
The podcast ended 60 seconds ago.
Yes. Give me a warning.
No, really, don't mess with me, because I don't come down to the bus station and slap the dick out of your mouth when you're working, do I? Get on up here, motherfucker. I'm sorry, man. The guy fucking came at me. What do you think, folks?
No way.
Okay, show it.
Subscribe.
Mary.
Go to patreon.com/forwardthetwodicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money.
Why?